This part of the Uber continuing case focuses on Chapter 15 and will cover principles related to the interpersonal and organizational communications. Communication is the transfer of information and the understanding from the one person to another. A manager will communicate often and needs to be effective. The communication process consists of sending a message through a media to a receiver who responds. A sender is the person wanting to share the information called a message, and the receiver is the person for whom the message is intended. The sender will encode the message. Encoding is translating a message into understandably symbols or language. Decoding is the interpreting and trying to make sense of the message. So, the sender encodes the message and determines the medium, email, text, in person, or other. The message is received by the receiver and is decoded. A critical step in the communication process is feedback. Feedback is where the receiver expresses his or her reaction to the sender's message. Feedback is how the sender can determine if the receiver understood what the intended message was and if they agree with it. By asking a receiver to paraphrase or restate in their own words the crux of what they heard or read will clarify if the message was accurately understood. Noise is any disturbance that interferes with the transmission of a message. Noise can be a hindrance in any medium and at any point in the transmission process. Noise can be actual noise like static, loud venues, poor cell reception, or other. Other noise can be using unfamiliar references, jargon, buzzwords, and nonverbal communication. Selecting the right medium for effective communication, whether it is face-to-face, mass media, or somewhere in between, depends on what message is being sent. This is where media richness comes into consideration. Media richness indicates how well a particular medium conveys information and promotes learning. The richer the medium, the better it is at conveying information. Rich media is best for non-routine situations and to avoid oversimplification. Think of rich media as an expensive method to communicate. This means that it would be in person and may require highly technical information, new ideas, or messages that will not be well received. Rich media is when the receiver needs and wants more information. Lean media is best for routine solutions and avoiding overload. This can include routine reports, emails, or text messages on simple or other routine communications. Face-to-face on routine matters can cause overload or simply take more of the sender's or receiver's time. Think of lean medium as an inexpensive method to communicate. This means that notes, text, emails, and so on can be effective and an efficient medium. When deciding how to communicate, determine if it is routine or non-routine communication. If it is non-routine, then it will be a rich medium, typically in person and considered expensive. If routine, then it will be a lean medium, typically a text, email, or report, and considered inexpensive. Start with this determination and you should be able to improve your communication skills.